Caleb going to throw right away. That's complete. Roma Dunze. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. First carry for DeAndre Swift. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Here's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle. ers 15-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. They stopped him for only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw, Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
But it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. On 4th down, here's Williams. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they finally get their chance on offense, 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 5-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
49ers.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
But he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Purdy. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. To the air, Williams. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20. At the Niners' 37-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Williams. Pass caught right side by Loveland. And he is going to lose yardage here. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. That's complete. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Chicago! Luther Burden, 41 yards. And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, 49ers nothing. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Devin Bush running behind the line to track down the ball carrier. Purdy looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A quick throw completed by Purdy. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. To throw, it's Williams. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now the Bears going to call the bounce. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Pass complete to Loveland. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have the Bears 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Williams now. A final shot before break. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Luther Burden in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. Santos now to add the PAT. And oh, this is no good. Not even close, really. Way off the mark, and our score stays right where it is.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30-yard line.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And the 49ers first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
11 yards. It's 2nd down.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Throwing here, Purdy. That is caught. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Now Purdy. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Purdy tosses out wide, complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and 12. Here's Purdy. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, well, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Be worn down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Play action. Now Williams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
They'll take over first down and goal to go at the 9-yard line.
Now first and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
McCaffrey is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
And not only do you see a nice play there, you see pride on the line. They're not going to let this shutout go without a fight. This defense still holding strong here late in the game.
Purdy to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Here we go. The noise deafening. Fourth and goal. To throw is Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on fourth and goal for the 4. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
A gain of 36 yards. That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To throw, Williams. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Williams. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They'll look middle here and give it to Odunze. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, 60 yards. And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Williams going to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Purdy from the gun. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.